karmas in their many, many lives, and then blessed by some very elevated spiritual leaders, sadhus, which we call them sadhus, and then the blessing of himself, Sri Lord Krishna, because that's his residence.
Yeah.
You would only allow someone in your house when you have the friendship.
Yeah.
So the one who have relation with him, he allows to take birth in Vrindavan just to those few souls. So it's considered, so the residents of this place is known as Vrajavasis. And one meaning of Vrajavasis are the friends of Krishna.
Ah, that's so beautiful. Now, not only that, you were born to this temple, the Radha Raman temple. Founded again, was it founded by Gopal Bhatta Goswami?
Yes, about 500 years ago, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he came first from South India to North India. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at his house for about 4 months, because the one who is sannyasi, they don't travel in the rainy seasons. Mahaprabhu stayed in the rainy season at his house. And then because of his blessings and inspiration, he was 5-year-old but got so attracted to Chaitanya.
Yeah.
And he came
Not surprising, eh?
Yes.
That would be something to have.
He's the first sannyasi India have seen who dance, who sing. Otherwise, is always like meditating, sitting in silence. But Mahaprabhu is the first sannyasi who is dancing, who is crying in love. Love is the ultimate stage of spirituality.
Yeah.
That he is a form of love.
Yeah.
He's an incarnation of love.
And he's actually, in your tradition, he is Krishna.
He is himself Krishna.
Yeah.
The manifestation of Krishna, where Krishna wanted to show everyone how should be a lover of Krishna is.
Yeah.
So when one asks the Supreme Personality, what are the duties of human being? Then God incarnated as Lord Rama.
Yeah.
When everyone, all the devotees, did so many renunciation, austerities, and asked the God, what is the pleasure of God? Then Krishna himself came. And then when devotees asked him that what is a duty of a devotee and what's a stage of a devotee, then Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his companion Srimati Radharani and showed everyone, the whole universe, the way of love, the way of devotion. He inspired this young boy Gopal Bhatta Goswami.
Yeah.
And then he came to Sridham Vrindavan. The Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, who are two from the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, the head disciples, he met them there and was staying in Vrindavan. Then he traveled from Vrindavan to Nepal.
Oh.
And so far he walked till Nepal. And then there's beautiful river of Gandagi. In Gandagi on the Himalayas there is Damodar Kunda, from where this Gandagi river starts.
Yes.
He reached there and then he found 24 Shaligram Shilas. Shaligram Shilas is a natural form of stone, which is also considered to be as a form of Sri Krishna. Now, it's again a very long story of Shaligrama, but we also worship Shaligrama.
Yeah.
Like Shivalinga.
Yeah.
Shivalinga is a stone, but that is considered to be as a form of Shiva.
Yeah.
But this is Shaligrama, which is considered to be as a form of, a natural form of, not man-made.
Yeah.
It's just nature
From the
made.
earth.
From the earth.
Yes.
From the earth, a natural form of Sri Krishna. So he brought the 24 Shaligrams to Vrindavan. One means forest. So this city, this village was full of forest and beautiful flowers, full of fragrance were around there. Juhi, Ketaki, Bakul, Maulashri, Shri, Champa, Patil. These are the beautiful flowers of
lots of
Brajamandal.
peacocks.
Oh, lots of peacocks. Everything.
And
was there.
monkeys.
Of course, they are still there. It's a big symbol of Braja,
Yeah.
monkeys. So he used to pluck all the flowers. As he was from South India, so South Indians are very good in making ornaments and making nice dress. So he was expert in making beautiful ornaments with flowers. But because the shaligram, the shape of shaligram is just like a stone. It's not like a form of a deity which has hands or nice face or nice feet or something like this. So he can nicely dress him. He just, from his heart, he just meditate on it, make nice necklaces, nice bangles, but he used to offer from his heart only
To Krishna.
to Krishna, to
Yeah.
the Shaligrama. There's one very auspicious day comes in India, which is known as Nrsimha Chaturdashi, the day when Nrsimha Deva appeared. This Nrsimha Dev is also an incarnation of Krishna, where he incarnated as half lion and half man, half human, and then not human, half man and half lion,
Yeah.
and then came to save this Prahlad, his devotee. So this day came where in India people celebrate it very nicely, and in all the Nrsimha temples. So he was reading our best scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, which explain all Vedic stories and philosophies and Siddhanta and principle. He was reading the 7th canto of that Srimad Bhagavatam on that auspicious day.
Yeah.
And he read about this story to save Prahlad, his devotee, even the Krishna, who is himself very beautiful, but appeared in a form of a lion
Wow.
to save him. He read that story and got a very deep desire and feeling that if you can come even as a lion to save your devotees and to fulfill the desire of your devotees, I am not in a condition like Prahlad, who was facing a lot in his life from his own father.
Yeah.
I am just enjoying here and want to dress you nicely. I just want to dress you with all my ornaments which I make. Why can't you make a nice form of Shaligram? Whole night he cried on that day.
Wow.
Vaishakha Shukla Purnima. That's a date according to Indian calendar, the month of Vaishakha.
Yes.
So he cried on the whole night. Next in the morning, he went to Yamuna river, took bathe there. When he came back, then he saw where he used to keep the shaligram. He found the 12-inch, this most beautiful deity of Sri Radharaman.
Wow.
He cried and then prayed that, oh, you accepted my prayers and manifest in this beautiful form.
I think we should show an image of him right now,
Yeah.
if we can. This is the form that was manifested from the shaligram, and I hope that will come up. That'll come up on the screen.
Yes.
There he
Yes,
is.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's basically like an oval-shaped
Stone.
stone.
Yeah.
The Krishna manifested just like this.
Just like this, very beautiful. And then we dress him, you can see
Yeah.
how with beautiful peacock feather and crowns and flute, whatever he likes. So we have our seva services. And then because Krishna liked to dress nice ornaments and
Yeah.
dress nicely, he's the most beautiful Lord.
Now,
So he became, many even people came to actually do the research. And I think so about 20-25 years ago, they were research also, because that Shaligrama Shila is considered to be, as what I heard, is a pure granite.
yes.
And from a pure granite, you cannot make such exact statue.
Wow.
So when they
Oh, that's
scan this
amazing.
deity, so it is also made up of the same material which Shaligrama has. So very unique, very special.
So
He
beautiful.
sometimes show his symbol, and that's the only deity in India which has teeth.
Is that
You
right?
you cannot carve teeth in a deity, but he has teeth. And when you click the picture, sometime he shows.
Yeah.
And even many times when even I have clicked, and many devotees have these experiences, then they clicked 2 pictures in like now and then after 1 hour. First picture they can see the teeth, and second picture he's closed his lips. He don't
Oh
wanna
my
smile.
gosh, that's
So-
amazing. Now, we only have a few minutes. Is there any other mystical stories about the deity that you've personally experienced as a child?
With me, there are many experiences, but not very mystical. And one which I really enjoy, because we just don't treat him as statue that you're
Right.
keeping them in a drawer in just in the altar.
Yeah.
So we actually treat him like you treat your friend, or you try to leak your child or your father.
Yeah.
There are different standards of your bhava.
Yeah.
So you should make arrangements for his food also. You should make arrangement where he going to sleep. He have his own bed. So after the night darshan, when we have Shayana Arti, the Arti, and we play flute at that time, very
Oh.
slow, so he can sleep nicely. And then
Ah.
after that we take him to bed.
Yeah.
And at that time we always massage his feet, because he's standing whole day, must be tired. So we use oil and massage his feet. And whenever you massage his feet, this is my best time, because you are intimate and
Yeah.
just with your Lord. No one else is there. The doors are closed, curtains
Yeah.
are closed. So you are just there with him. And when you massage the feet, it's like you're massaging a human's feet. You can
Wow.
actually press it. It's very soft.
Yeah.
And sometime when you tickle it, you can see the smile.
Wow.
That's what I always do.
Wow.
But one very mystical experience with my great-grandfather, father of my grandfather. What happened, it was, I think so, about 80 years ago or something. I have never seen him, but I have heard this story from my grandfather. So once someone was insulting the deity, that you are worshipping a stone or like this.
Yeah.
He was very hurted, and then he prayed to Lordship that I know you are my Lord, but I just show me some leela. He said so rubbish things which actually hurted me a lot.
Yeah.
So do something. And that day he closed the darshan. After massaging, he went to his house, and then cried for the whole night in the love.
Ah.
That why this happened, because love is the ultimate situation
Absolutely.
of devotion, of spirituality. Then next day in the morning, when we open the darshan, so you have to, before opening the curtain, you have to clap once.
Yeah.
But he was already in pain and tired, or because he didn't sleep at night, and he was so much of bhav feeling, he forget to clap. And when he opened the curtain, so generally he give darshan like this, that he's holding
Yeah.
a flute. But because he forget to flute, so he have seen next day one hand of Radharaman was behind his head, and he was sleeping nicely. When he saw this, he said, "Oh, is my deity changed?
Yeah.
Is my Lord, where's my Lord gone?" And he fainted and fall on the floor. So then the timings, no
Wow.
one can open because the timings, exact timings are there. Then few other Goswami came and then took him from the temple. Then he was unconscious for 2 days,
Oh my
and then
God.
later on here. So these are the many stories like this of this
Well,
beautiful
we
day.
want to thank you so much. We'll have you back again because we haven't scratched the surface.
Yes.
Maybe you can finish the program for us with another beautiful chant.
Jai Ho.
Thank you so much for
It's
coming.
my- Thank you for inviting me and sharing my beautiful experiences. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavascha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Siradha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri